Hi everybody, welcome back to Sambi Fashion's little shop. Oh my goodness, we have a fun project today. It's springtime and I love the springtime. I am going to make my little niece a dress today. And I've already cut it out, but you're gonna see all the material that we need and it's so super easy. It only takes about 30 minutes to get it together and you're done and it's a little dress to go. So let's get started. Let's see what we need first and we'll get to it. Okay, so here's all the items that you need for this project. Your sewing machine, your fabric, scissors, pen, a seam ripper, a thimble, a ruler, and an old shirt of a little kid so you can follow it with the pattern that we're going to make. Okay, so now what we're about to do is lay the fabric out, which I've already done, as you can tell. And I'm gonna get my little girl's shirt, fold it in half because I want to cut the back part of it first. And you always wanna cut it on the fold. Okay, so now that we have this laid out, we're gonna go ahead and pin it down because we don't want the fabric to shift in any kind of way as we're cutting. Now we're going to keep the sleeves out and the neck part unpinned because we have to make sure that we follow the shape of the shirt because again, this is a dress. So now that we have it all pinned down, now we're gonna go ahead and start cutting. Okay, so now that we have our pieces cut out, we have 2 pieces for the front, 2 pieces for the back, 2 straps, and the ruffle that goes in the front of it. So now what we're gonna do is sew the back and the front together. We definitely want to make sure that they line up on the sides as much as possible. Sometimes it does not, but just get as close as you can and you can just trim it off after you finish sewing it. So now we're going to pin the sides to ensure that it does not move while we're sewing. And I sometimes like to use my thimble so I won't stick my finger, so that's why we requested for a thimble. It's supposed to go on your thumb, but I don't like it on my thumb. Okay, so now that we have the front and the back sewed together, what I like to do now is to trim off the excess fabric. Not too much, just for it to be even out because we have more pieces that we need to put together onto this one dress. So let's start trimming it out and get this thing started. Okay, so now that we have the dress sewn together, now we're going to go ahead, put this to the side, and now we're going to do the ruffles. We are going to sew the edges together as you see here. And then we're going to go ahead and sew the straps together so we can put this dress together. Okay, you all, before you start sewing your edges together, here's a little tip. If you iron the seams to in the place that you want it to be at, then it's easier for you to sew on the sewing machine and it won't move out of place while you're doing so. Take the iron and just go ahead and just go around these, pressing it down so it'll stay in the right place. And when you get ready to sew, it won't move out of place and it won't do something. Okay, so now that we sewn the ruffles together, edged them together, now we're going to sew them on the top part of the dress. As you see here, single stitch straight across. And now we're going to sew all pieces together. Okay, so you all, now that we have cut out our ruffles around the top part, I went ahead and sewed the straps on and the ruffles on as well. And now we're going to do the same thing for the back, and then we're going to stitch this whole dress together. The dress is on the right side out and the ruffles are as well. And what we're going to do is fold it in the middle and sew straight down so we can have a perfect little seam going across. We're going to attach the straps to the dress. Now we're about to hem the dress, and we're going to go for a 3/8 inch hem, and then we're done with the dress and I'll show you all the finished product. And there you have it, the finished product. Thank you all for tuning in to Sambi Fashion's Little Shop on our YouTube channel. If you like this video, like and subscribe and share it. And stay tuned for our next episode. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.